think of this marginal revenue in number 6. So revenue comes from the product of the number of passenger in this case and the fare per each per passenger. So that means revenue is equal to P times X, and P is equal to this 3 minus X over 40 squared. So and if we differentiate this equation, we can use the product rule. And according to chain rule, this is 1/4 minus is multiplied. So if we factor this expression, what's the sum of this? 140, 120? Yep. So when this 2 is 0, what will be the value of x for the first parenthesis? Uh, when the first when the first parenthesis is 0, what's the value of x?
120.
120. How about the second value, second parenthesis?
40, 40.
40, 40. So which value makes sense when the bus holds 60 people?
40.
40, 120 is beyond the out of the range. So this means when 40 people are on the bus, that will make this dr over dx 0, and actually that means at that point the maximum revenue occurs uh, in this case. And for the fare of 40 people, each person will pay when x is 40. What's the value of p when x is 40? Like this. Because 40 over 40 is 1. So what's the fare when x is 40? So the fare is $2. Am I right? Oh, yep. Yep. So the corresponding fare is $2 when 40 people are on the bus. But because the bus can hold up to 60 people, 40 people is kind of too early. So they may need to adjust their this equation for the fare. Uh, so let's think of this case using uh, graphs. So So let's make the graph for the revenue. Yep. So the maximum occurs 40 people, and the maximum revenue is $160. Uh, if we want to make the maximum revenue when all 60 people are on board, maybe we can think of change this uh, equation for the fare. Let's say it's divided by 60 instead of 40, like this. And now the maximum occurs when 60 people are on the bus, and the maximum revenue is $240. So it will be much more efficient than the previous case. So the meaning of this 3 minus x over 40 is the company kind of gives some discount as more people are on the bus. That's reasonable, but uh, when it's divided by 40, they are discounting too much. They don't have to make this much discount to increase the revenue. So if they decrease this amount of rate of discount uh, from x over 40 to x over 60, and that will give the company the higher revenue.